Ever wondered why Italy shuts down in August? It's Ferragosto, August the 15th. But what does this mean? Originally an ancient Roman tradition, later a religious day of celebration, it's become so much more than just a public holiday. The city's empty, horrific traffic jams stretch for miles. Ferragosto truly brings Italy to a standstill every summer, and this is what the Italians are doing when the shops are shut. This originated as the festival known as Feriae Augusti, and this was celebrated in ancient Roman times on the 1st of August. The celebrations included animal races, and some of these still survive today. On the 1st of August 30 BC, Augustus, later known as Octavian, full name Gaius Octavius Thurinus, the first Roman emperor, occupied Alexandria, and the date, the 1st of August, was declared to celebrate the great victory he had against Mark Antony, his former ally, and Cleopatra. This holiday was a period of rest and celebration at the end of the season of agricultural work. The Senate of Rome later decided the entire month was renamed Augustus in honour of the emperor, and they did this in the 8th century BC. The Catholic Church moved the celebration from August the 1st to August the 15th to combine the secular celebrations with the religious celebration of the Assumption of Mary, and this was the date the Virgin Mary rose into heaven. The term Ferragosto derives from the Latin Feriae Augusti, the festival of Augustus. Traditionally on Ferragosto, workers would be given a small tip by their bosses, known as dare il Ferragosto, and this would enable them to spend some time with their families. Fascism in the 1920s and 30s changed Ferragosto. This introduced the concept of an August holiday. Between 1931 and 1939, specially designated trains were laid on with heavily discounted prices in third class, and this enabled poorer families to travel to the coast, to the mountains, and to other Italian cities. Initially, this was limited between 13th and the 15th of August, either a day trip or limited distances, but later on these were expanded across the summer and known as Ferragosto trains. Modern day Ferragosto is typically celebrated with barbecues, travel to holiday locations, be it the coast, lakes, mountains, bonfires, firework displays and local festivals. Most businesses will close, and the stone cities of Italy, such as Rome, are far too hot in August. The mass exodus causes enormous traffic jams. Examples of celebrations in this period. The procession of Vara di Messina in Sicily is dedicated to the Madonna Assunta, and a float is dragged through the streets by barefoot locals. In Porto Santo Stefano in Tuscany, the Palio Marinaro dell'Argentario is an ancient rowing competition between 4 competing districts, and they do this in traditional wooden boats. One of the 2 annual Palio di Siena in Tuscany is held on the 16th of August, and this is known as Palio dell'Assunta. Food is really important in these celebrations. The traditional food Italians would eat on these days does vary, and the modern standard is a barbecue, but the more traditional fare includes the following. In Lombardy, people would prepare a rice dish with pigeon, bomba di riso, rice bomb. More modern interpretations will use ragu and bolognese sauce. In Palermo, Sicily, the typical gelo di mulino, or gelo di melone, and there are a lot of regional variations on how you pronounce this, and this is a dessert made of watermelons. In Rome, the traditional lunch would consist of roast chicken with peppers, pollo con I peperoni. Click here to get even closer to Italy and Sicily.